Hey, gang. Here we are. It's week 6. Only one more week after this one in this Bible 202 course where we have looked at Jesus, the focus of Scripture. And while this week is not the last week of the course, during this week, if you'll take a look at your screen, you'll see that we are indeed going to be looking at the last week of Jesus's life as we focus on the Passion narrative, the accounts of the suffering, death, and resurrection in the gospel stories. We will be looking at the different emphases in the gospel stories, as well as what Jesus' death and resurrection indicate about his identity. Now, as far as assignments go for this week, you'll have a PowerPoint to view. You have some reading remaining in the Stein textbook, but you also need to be sure that you have completed your Yancey textbook, because you will be writing a 1,000-word minimum requirement paper on the Yancey textbook as part of your assignments for this week. The other assignment is a discussion forum, and just as the previous 5 weeks, an original response of 250 words and a response to a classmate of 100 words in length. Your initial response due on Thursday evening, your responses to your classmates by Sunday. I did want to take a look at this document titled Instructions for Journal Entries and Response Papers, just so we're clear on what the expectations are for the Yancey book. So I'm pulling that up right now. Okay, let's take a look together at the Yancey response paper week 6. You're going to write a book review. And in this review, you're going to give me a summary of the book, basically giving a picture of the whole of Yancey's argument. And what that will show me is that you've read the entire book and you have understood it. This summary of the book should cover about 2/3 of your paper. The other third is your opportunity to dialogue with Yancey. And in this dialogue, you're going to be pointing out strengths and weaknesses of his observations and his arguments. This should demonstrate an ability for you to sort through material and ask good questions of what you're reading. We need to go a little bit further than I didn't like this or I didn't like that. If you disagreed with Yancey, there is the need for you to tell me why in this paper you disagreed with one of his observations or one of his arguments, or more than one. But that is the basic components of the paper. 2/3 of it, again, is a summary of the book, and then 1/3 of it is your opportunity to dialogue with him. This paper should be at least 1,000 words in length. Again, points will be deducted for poor grammar and lack of coherent and well-articulated thought. So if you need a refresher for this, you can always go back to this form and take a look at it. It is available for you there on Point Online. So the other thing that you need to continue to work on is your parable recreation, which is due day 2 of week 7. A little bit later on this week, I'm going to post another video, and I'm going to focus specifically on the parable recreation instructions to hopefully clear up or to stir in you any lingering questions or ideas you might need clarification on for this assignment. It is due next week, week 7, day 2. The reason for that is there is also a forum that goes with this assignment that you will be filling out. And once again, later this week, probably on Wednesday, if not Wednesday, by the latest Thursday, I will post another video specifically focused on the parable recreation. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you so much for your good work again this week. It is continually a joy to walk with you through this material. God bless you, and I'm here to help you, james.shelton@point.edu, or you can message me here on Point Online, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you for the privilege of being with you in this course. God bless. Have a great week.